too well, so let's see if this works. All right, a quick mic test and FPS check. Make sure everything's working. It's not too laggy.
Test, check 1, 2.
Can you hear me? Can you hear oldie? Need your help, chat.
Hello. I have my stream muted, so I can't hear anything.
Yeah, me neither. That's fine. Well, it looks not too bad. At least the quality of the stream.
Okay, they said they can hear.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. Yeah, let's get started. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night from wherever you are around the world. This is olddirtyh. I am once again joined by olddirtyh.
Yo, yo.
And today we are here to bring you another live cast. I know, another one. It's pretty tiring for us, but you know, we enjoy bringing this content to you guys, and we hope you guys are enjoying it. So today we've got a match of AS Gladiators against Lat Team 1. I assume that's what T1 stands for. And this is in the group stage for the Nordic Classic, Division 3. Okay, so let's take a look at the players here. We've got an AS Gladiators, AS pair, that's me, AS Shirkan, AS Namilax, and AS Marvelous, also known as Princess. And on the other side, for Lat Team 1, we've got Lat Inca, Doko, and Kaio Pompilio. How do you feel about these teams, Oldie? What do you think about the matchup?
Well, yeah, obviously, you know, I think one of your guys is definitely one of the stronger teams in the tourney. But these Lat boys, I know Inca pretty well. I've been playing with him for a long time, and Pompilio as well. Doko, I think I've said before, has moved over from the standard game. I think he was more of a standard guy.
Yeah.
Has really been more focused on Nomad. But in this matchup, you know, Namilax, he's getting better. He's a little weak, I think, maybe compared to the rest. But overall, I think the edge goes to you guys.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll have to see. I played
2 versus 2, right?
Huh?
This is a 2 versus 2.
Yeah, so we had some scheduling issues, unfortunately, as we talked about earlier on. And unfortunately, we were not able. We ended up having to do 2v2 in order to meet the deadline. Yeah, it ended up being a 2v2. Yeah.
So who represented both sides?
You'll see. Don't worry. I played in
Okay.
I played in all of the games.
Okay. Got
But
it.
yeah, you'll see.
All right. Oh, that's fine.
Okay. So let's quickly, before we go to the game, let's quickly check. Let's quickly go through our Nordic Classic here. If you like this tournament and you like all the content we're putting out and you really want to support us, it'd be awesome if you guys donated to the prize pool here in this GoFundMe link just on the front page of the Nordic Classic. Connor McDavid is the organizer of this tournament, of course, and you know he's spent a lot of time really making, really trying and organizing to make a great tournament for all of us. And so if you really like the content and you really love our work and the work that Connor's put into this, please consider donating. Of course, participating in these tournaments and watching these streams will always be free because, you know, we're all here for the community. We're here to make things better for everybody. And final point, we do really want to reiterate that, you know, we really want people to be flexible in their scheduling and be willing to play in times that may not be the most convenient for them, but you know, we all got to make sacrifices, and we really want the tournament to be played as it's intended, which is 3v3. So please try your best to be flexible in your scheduling. Yeah, and as I understand it, week 1 is now over. The deadline to submit your games is over, and now week two has started. So you can find your second round opponents in if you go to, for example, Division One, and you go to down to day two. You can find the matches that will happen in Division One. So these are the matches that will be cast probably next week after we get through all of the week one matches. All right, Olda, you ready?
Yep.
Yep. So we got Lat Team One against AS Gladiators, and I have the resignations open, but I need to switch scenes really quickly. Bam. Alright, let's see if this is super laggy. Alright, so as you can see, I've added a little scoreboard at the top there. That was a custom typing thing. We'll have an official scoreboard soon enough, but for now this will suffice. Yeah, so quickly, let's go through the bans before we jump into this game. So, do you have them on hand?
I can get them 1 second here.
Yeah, I have to dig through my email.
I got them. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Just waiting for it to open.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, we have so AS banned Laco, Americans, and Maya, and Lat banned Laco, Iroquois, and Aztec.
Yeah. How do you feel about these bans?
Standard. I mean, Laco's one of the strongest nations. I'm not surprised about that.
Yep.
AS banning Americans, again, understandable. They can be fast. Well, one kind of the late age 2, they can get fast.
Yeah.
Because of the wonders and that kind of stuff, and with the
definitely.
military. So early on they're slow, but they can start to get pretty fast. And they're strong. The military's strong. And Lat band Iroquois, again, Iroquois is pretty fast. You get the food, income. They have great high.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. What were you guys thinking banning Maya? I don't see Maya really ever as a threat. What was the logic with that?
So the thought process was, for me at least, I personally think that out of the tier 3 nations, the top 3 for me are Aztecs, Maya, and Koreans. Maya and Koreans mostly being for being fast, and then Aztecs, obviously, they are quite the unique nation with their playstyle. And overall, we felt that Maya would give us the edge. Banning Maya would give us the edge because we didn't want to deal with the really tough buildings and the cities that shoot arrows. So
I see. Okay, and they actually are kind of fast because of the cheap wood, so that makes a little sense. And then of course Lat band Aztecs, they're aggressive. That's understandable ban.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's jump into the game. I'm at 1 second.
All right, hold on. Let me pull it up. Connor was saying there was a little noise in the background. Are anyone else hearing noise in the background?
I'm hearing noise on your end in Skype a little bit.
What is it?
It's like there's like a low buzzing on your end on the call.
It might be the AC. Let me see if I can fix that. Hold on. Let me see 1 second.
Yeah, sure. No worries.
Is it still there or no?
It's like less so, I think.
I
don't know if chat can hear it, but I mean, I still hear it a little bit. But I think it's fine. If chat is complaining, we can maybe try a different.
Well, you know what I can do is I can switch the Skype to my phone and use that. Maybe does that work or no?
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, because it only needs to be open on my desktop for it to work. Yeah.
Okay, let me try that. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Bear with.
All right, can you hear me? I cannot hear you. Oh. Huh. 1 second, folks. All right, can you hear me? Oh, wait, I did the wrong one. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, hold on. My headphones are not set up. Give me 1 second. All right, if you're talking, hold, I can't hear you. There's a problem on my end. Hold on.
But is the background noise better now?
Apologies, folks, for the delay.
Is the mic better now?
Okay. I don't want it to be echoey, though. Why is this not registering?
Okay. Your headphones are not working.
All right, folks, apologies for the delay. We are trying to figure out a problem with my own headphones here.
Are you on your phone or you're on your computer with Skype? No, you can't hear me.
Yeah, James, I see what you said in the chat. It's the problem seems to be Hello, can you talk?
Sorry about that.
Why was I able to hear that? Are you talking? I can't tell.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Huh.
I'm talking.
Oh, dang.
Uh,
Um. Able to hear that time. Oh, hey, Rosinante.
Hello.
Sorry, folks, again for the delay. We're having some trouble with Skype here. Maybe old. We can try. I still can't hear you, Mold. If you're talking, maybe we can
You
try
can.
Discord again.
Okay. I'll try Discord.
All right. Uh, um, um, can you hear me? Oh no. Can you hear me?
Check.
Check. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Can chat hear me? And Oldie. Oldie, can you
I
talk?
can. Is my background shitty or no?
No, I don't hear anything.
Okay. Told Nuts to join Discord. Do you have Nuts somewhere in Discord? Where can we find him?
All right. Great. Yeah, so sorry, folks. The problem seemed to be with Skype and my headphones. I just couldn't hear anything Old was saying. Um, but we should be all set now. Let's switch back to Resignations, yeah?
Yeah. Hold on one second. Nuts has said he's coming.
Okay.
Give him 1 second. Sorry, guys.
So
Uh,
we were gonna have a special guest today, Nuts, who played in the second match yesterday, with old puppy Nuts, against
yeah.
Active War. So we will please eventually Nuts will be here and we'll welcome him.
Yeah. He's trying to find it right now. I think he's on Discord.
Okay.
Way to search for him. Uh,
Yeah, I guess so.
if I can find him.
Yeah.
That's for. Oh. But we're close. Connor confirmed that the Discord's much better sound. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Discord has noise canceling, which works out well, but unfortunately, I believe last time we tried it, just the quality was not there. Like, old kept cutting in and out, but maybe this time it'll work better.
Well, I think because I was hosting it all on my computer, and my computer just
Oh,
wasn't strong
perhaps.
enough to
Yeah,
all of.
perhaps.
And the
Yeah.
way I was running the OBS, I was doing an entire screen share, so it was pulling all this data. Probably was really.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I
Well,
think that
anyways,
was
I'm glad the
the.
viewers can hear us now. Hello, if you're just tuning in, this is AS Eat the Pair talking. We're here to cast AS Gladiators versus Lat Team 1 in the Nordic Classic. This is the group stage, of course. We're just about to start game one as soon as our third commentator, Nuts, joins us on Discord. And we've got olddirtyh here, as usual. Always a pleasure.
I'm here. Yo. Come on, nuts. What are you doing?
Not sure.
Yes. If you want, we can just start doing a breakdown of the nations.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Yeah. I'm gonna pull up the nations on the screen. All right. So again, this is a 2v2 this match, and so we've got AS Namilo X and AS Aether Pair playing against Lat Inca and Lat Cayo Pompilio. So for the AS side, they've got Namilo X with Romans and Aether Pair with Japanese against Inca with Turks and Cayo Pompilio with Romans. So Romans mirror, but we have Japanese and Turks as the other picks. How do you feel about these?
Well, you know, the Japs are probably the strongest nation, arguably the strongest nation. Them and Lako, maybe Germans. So that's nice. And then you said 2 Romans.
Yeah, 2 Romans. Yep.
What was the other one?
Yeah. So both teams picked Romans, and then the tier 1 it's Japanese against Turks.
Turks. Oh, I love Turks. Again, in the right hands, Turks can be deadly. If they're not used properly, they a lot of people get frustrated with them. You know, they can end up backfiring. But I would give the edge to probably the Japs here.
Yeah.
Japs and Romans. That would be my take on the nations.
Yep. So to quickly give just say something that obviously I played in this game. So we actually played the first like 10 minutes of this game before one of our team members dropped. And it obviously was an unintentional drop, but you know, those things happen. Oh, what's happening? Oh, okay, I see. Sorry, folks, we're working out Discord really quickly.
Are you still there? I got Nuts here, I think.
Yep.
Now.
Nuts, can you say something? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Mr. Nuts.
Hello, Mr. Nuts.
Speak up, you sound like you're 50 feet away.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Huh? Speak up, boy.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, that's better.
All right.
Better, yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
You got the replay open?
Yeah, I do. So wait a minute. You were saying before Nuts cut you off rudely?
Yeah, so this game, actually, we played the first 10 minutes before a drop happened. And so according to the tournament rules, the drop is up to the players to decide, like all the players that are playing. And so ultimately we agreed on doing a replay because we felt the game was roughly even. If not like slightly
this is a fresh start game.
Yeah, this is the fresh start game. Yeah, so we started this game knowing what nations the opponents picked, and then us.
In the same map too, or did you do random map again?
Same map.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Nuts,
All right.
You caught up to speed now?
Nuts, you got the replay open?
Hold on. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna count down. I'm at 1 second. So
Jesus
3,
Christ.
2, 1, go. Oh, that's sweet Rise of Nations music. All right. So yeah, this is a 2v2. So you know, the dynamic is quite different from a standard 3v3 Nomad game. In a 2v2, it's often like you're playing 2 1v1s, except once in a while you'll rotate and help your ally, or when you raid, you're hurting both your opponents at the same time. And in addition, usually you have like double the rares as 1v1.
Yeah. so it looks like Pear, you're up here setting up. Here in the bottom.
Yep.
And then we got unlocks. It's a pretty good position here. Starting.
Yeah. Got Inca in the corner on the right, and we've got Kaio in the middle. Again, Inca's Turks, Kaio's Romans, and then on the other side.
We got the Romans and Romans are facing off here. It looks like.
Yep.
All right, guys. I think I got this set up. What time are you guys on?
I'm at 1:15.
1:15. All right.
Hi, Kaio. We like you too.
I quit sucking up, Kyle.
I said that in the first game that we played. I was like, hi, casters, just in case it's not there or something, you know. Here are the bands, so anyways.
Alright, looks like Namlock's got a city up. All cities are up now. Why don't you walk us through the rares, Pear?
Yeah, sure. So let's start with the Lat team. So we've got Peacocks for Inca, very close, very defendable. Wool in the back, which might actually be useful. We saw in that one game with a Turks player a while back. Let's see where else. We got Sugar in the bottom right. That might be holdable by the AS team. There's Copper and Papyrus in Kaio's territory, but Papyrus is kind of close. It could be contested. There's Furs to the north of Kaio, as well as Silk further up. And on the AS side, we've got Dye and Spice, both decent. There's a Silver in the far back that I'm pretty sure we never scouted. And a Citrus in the bottom left. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Am I missing anything?
No, that looks about right.
Oh, there's a Wine in the top that could be contested by either team. So who do you guys think the rares favor and the positioning favors?
What was it?
Lat's got Furs, Peacocks,
Furs,
Copper, probably Papyrus.
Peacock. Yeah, Pappy maybe. Wool for
probably
Turks.
Silk.
Yeah, they seem to have the advantage for sure on the rares.
Yeah.
Close, really. You do have Silver at the top for AS.
Yep.
And Sugar. So if you can control Silver and Sugar.
Yeah, that could be a big game changer. Let's take a look at the library speeds. It seems like the Japanese player is the fastest. Pats myself on back. But you know, everybody else is also not doing too shabby. Let's take a quick look at the ruin count. Looks like everybody's exactly even on ruins. Everybody's got 50. No complaining here. Have to see this Southwest Mesa. If you don't know, this map is really hard to scout on because you need to micro your units so much. You know, your citizens are not very good with their unit AI, so it's always good to micro as best you can. Looks like Kaio is slightly behind Namillo in terms of library speed. Namillo's just put down a library, whereas Kaio is still 20 wood away. On the other side, looks like Inca has put down the library, whereas Pear is hoarding resources for Civic 1.
Yeah, no. The Turks are being pretty quick.
Right. I can't say very interesting to see where they would civ because I played this game, so I know where I civ.
Well, you just said you gotta pretend a little bit. Or you could just talk about why you cived there.
Yeah, sure. So, civ here, I wanted to be able to civ close to the papyrus here. I wanted to contest that. I didn't want to possibly fall into a long game unnecessarily with them having papyrus uncontested. But,
and you're protecting die as well, and you'll probably get that wine up there.
Yeah, but honestly, it was really awkward. I found out I couldn't place the city in this small area to the right of where my city is because there just wasn't enough space, and below it's not a great spot either. So ultimately, I have to probably had to civ. I had to civ there. I'm commercing, and it looks like the Turks player has gone for commerce 1. So have both the Romans player. They've both gone for commerce 1. Fairly standard.
Looks like Ampilio. What time are you at?
I'm at 5:43.
I'm a little ahead.
Okay.
Second. Ampilio looks like he's going mill now. You have mill coming from full Roman.
Yeah, they were saying in the chat, it's mill. They were gonna go mill. Yeah, Kaio's going mill. Very interesting that Kaio seems maybe slightly faster than Inca, even though Turks and Romans. I'm not entirely sure. And Kaio's thrown down a barracks. Let's see if AS can spot that.
Yep. That's right near the Pappy there.
Yep. And Emilo's going for Civic. And it looks like Inca has also gone for Mill 1 and thrown down a second barracks, although in kind of a weird spot. Why not put the barracks closer over here where you're more able to reach other places? And it looks like Sorry?
It looks like he's gonna stop that there with the heavy infantry.
Yeah. They've just scouted the city, and the hoplite is 50% done. It's gonna deny that city possibly. Let's see if looks like Pear has Mill 1, and Milla does not.
I see that.
And the heavy infantry denies this, or is denying the city. This is really, really bad. If you haven't heard before, getting your city denied like this is really tough. Pear is now getting the Papyrus Merchant, which is very cheeky, getting raided there.
Great raid here from Filio.
Yeah. Even though Inca's making troops, the units are not. They're only now moving over, which could make a difference. We'll have to see. The city's nearly done, so it's not necessarily worth a cancel. There are some citizens that are being microed here.
And then if you get the archers out, you could probably get it up.
Yeah, and it looks like
you got archers coming.
Yeah, Pear's got archers. But the unit count.
You need to pick off those heavy.
Yeah, the unit count is just not there here. It's just not here though. There's 6 units from Lat, whereas only 2 units from the AS, and
that's right.
Some miss micro by Ether Pear here.
Yep, Pear, you're panicking.
Yeah, I was a little bit, to be 100% honest. Oh no, lost that bowman for no reason.
Yeah, that sucks.
These slingers are also gonna die. Oh, terrible, terrible micro. And it looks like this city is gonna, in fact, be denied.
Yeah, it's denied. Yeah, that was and there's gonna be a counter city put down instead.
Yeah, it's quite tough.
Pappy is lost officially.
Yep. Let's take a look at the economies, shall we? So, we've got Inca who has not researched Civic yet, but has 60 food, and then Kaio, who has gotten Civic and is going to put down the city in that very large place where the Pappy was, or where the other city was. But also, the economy is not looking the best. And here we see a raid coming from Inca on Pear's wood camp.
That's a great tower. That tower.
Some
Archers.
more miss micro
We
from
noticed
Pear.
here that too. Inca's already windmill too as well, so he's looking to come with an early rush.
Oh yeah, I see that. That's definitely
And
interesting.
he could be just. This is a move I'll use a lot with Turks. Is just get it. I like to do this just to get the quick cap sack, not necessarily to go for the kills. But you
Yeah.
can rush quick, get that huge cap sack quickly, and then just retreat back and then boom a little bit. That may be the play he's going for here. So,
Yep. And it looks like Namillo ended up putting that city down on the top to get wide, which seems like a good choice.
they were lying.
Yeah, and it looks like Kaio's gonna throw down a tower right in front of the city. It looks like tower's not quite in range of the city, and the city's not in range of the tower either. But you know, they're still gonna take out a barracks and some farms. So Pear's really gonna want to contest that.
It's definitely a good. It's like a raiding tower basically. It's gonna raid the city for you without actually hitting it.
Yep.
Okay, so Japs have aged. What were you
Yeah,
thinking
I'm at
here?
947.
Sorry, I'm a little bit.
No, I'll get no worries.
Tell me when you age.
Yeah, sure.
10-10.
Alright, I'm at 10 minutes. Alright, each pair is aged. Throwing down a stable.
I see that. Which is a good move. I like that move.
Alright, I'm at 10-10. And it looks like this raid, even though there's a tower here, is still effective against these archers. You know, it's really denying some valuable time. And the tower has gone up. And Pear has yet again missed microed. Oh no.
I do like fast age and getting the horses to help those archers.
Yep.
And it looks like Namalon is going for the second market up top. And he's ready to age.
Yep. Let's see, are the others ready to age? Looks like Kaio's still a way off, and Inca's also still a way off. Or Inca has just clicked up. But that food income, man, it's plus 60 only. You know, it's not gonna last in the long game.
Oh yeah, like I said, I think he's just looking to get a sack and just replenish all of his.
Yeah.
You know, resources from there.
Looks like Pear's wood income has really sunken. You know, only plus 30 because of the raid. But it looks like Pear's about to get these archers with militia.
Yes, there's
Oh,
some
what a
good
great
micro there.
play.
That's some good micro. The horse coming down to help.
Yep.
Action early in this game.
Yeah. So it looks like
I see.
Inca's aged. Oh, Inca's done the tower trick, which you put down towers in Ancient Age, and then you delete them to get metal.
You get the fast metal.
And now Inca's also got 2 barracks and is now putting down a stable. It looks like we're going to see a lot of aggression from that side.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't get the siege down real fast.
The what?
I guess he wants the push support first.
Yeah.
I was surprised he didn't go siege factory first, but I guess he wanted to get the horses out to support first.
Yeah, I guess so. Got the mine. This is looking pretty bad, but admittedly, Inca's food income is only at plus 10. That's quite low. And it looks like this tower from Kaio is still doing the work, you know, harassing these citizens that are gathering food, killing the barracks. You know, even though it's not hitting the city directly, it's still powerful. And
there goes one of your horses running right past the siege. Pick those off.
Yep.
Saw that. He's coming back. Oh, there's a heavy cavalry to defend.
Yep.
Will you get to see?
Yeah, I see that. Just running straight past. I'm at 1219.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm pretty much right there.
Okay, cool.
And you circling back.
Yep. The story of this game. Poor micro. You know, in games with Turks and aggression and stuff like this, it's really important to micro well. Like, for example, here you can see Inca really should have just garrisoned the that catapult instead of moving it forward. But obviously, sometimes you're just microing, and so I'm able to snipe off both of these, or well, I'm able to nearly snipe off both of the catapults with only one horse.
That was a nice one. And actually, you would have got both if you wouldn't have ran past on the first pass through.
Yep. Although now, now it looks like Pear might be in a bit of trouble. We're seeing, even though they got the Senator and some good wood income, the woodcutter camp is getting sieged down, and Pear has very little army right now. And also Kyle's coming down to support.
I see the Senator and militia's coming to support, so that's nice.
Yep.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for the tower first.
Yeah, in hindsight, that probably would have been a good idea. I think. Yeah, I think.
I get it going for the wood. He was trying to cripple the economy.
Yeah.
But he doesn't realize your wood income's pretty high already. Looks like.
Looks like we have a little bit of a skirmish here. Pear trying to snipe the sieges, which did end up working, killing that weakened siege from earlier. Some more raids here with Namillo and Kaio fighting in the missing Paris territory. Paris put down a second barracks at the capital as well as the tower. And looks like Inca is pushing again. Inca's gone despot and has put down a second stable.
Okay.
Let's see what.
It's gonna have to get another siege factory down. It's really important to get 4 siege out. That really can do a lot more damage than just 2.
Yep.
Even with Turkish siege, 2 is kind of slow.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Let's see. So, Pear is going for mill 2, and it looks like Namillo's also going for mill 2. They've both gone senator, whereas it looks like Kaio is just now putting down the Senate, where we're gonna see what government comes out of Kaio. And it looks like Pear's wood camp is now sieged down and is only at plus 30 wood income.
And that hurts.
Yep.
The tower's going next.
And so this game I was really struggling on wealth because the tower was in the caravan route. So, and also, you can see here Kaio's continuously raiding that caravan. And so I ended up, I'm only at plus 20 wealth.
You're only getting it from market and from dye.
Yep. But it looks like Inca is still only at plus 60 food. That when you're rushing like this, you either need to be faster or you need to get that food income up. Just like take the blow and research Civic 1.
No, I think. Okay, now here comes the other siege factory. I really that hold by you, that one horse, that one leg out. Yeah. So that was significant.
Yeah.
Because you could have already been all the way into traction, but now it's.
Yep. Pear's got a bit of an army, and so does Namillo, and everybody's starting to build up that military. We're starting to see a bit of a confrontation, and so Kaio's gone for senator. I think that's a good choice given the situation. It feels like Inca's not going to be able to put out enough troops long term.
Okay.
And
right, Inca just got food from purple.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking the no civ idea was okay to put pressure early on. I mean, you lost your wood and everything, but at this point he has to get the second city up and get that food income up.
Yeah.
He can make hoplites.
Almost 16 minutes without a second city, without science. He's going to be so far behind him as he kills.
Yeah, it's looking like Inca's going to have to kill here in order to really make something happen.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's getting the civ, but at 16 minutes, that's brutal.
Yeah. Here we're going to see a bit of a skirmish here between Pear and Inca. Pear's got one tower and a second one coming up as well as a lookout, which good play, Pear. Well done. And it's now seems like Pear's going for the sling of the sieges.
Oh, this looks hopeless here. 2 towers and all the militia.
Yeah, great ambush too, Pear. Good ambush on that.
Pear's trying to save units, but it's not going to work too well.
Ouch, ouch.
You got 2 of the siege, so that was good.
And it looks like all of the militia are coming forward, gonna try to hold this capital.
Double two for the lookout in front as well.
Yep.
No, he's going for the lookout in front.
And Chaos coming to help, but
At this point, there's just too many militia. Pear's also gone for attrition, so, you know, it's not like Inca could have brought their own militia.
They have 25 militia, there's no way.
Yeah.
have you guys scouted silver yet?
No, we haven't.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we didn't scout it for the whole game.
Pretty much just been fighting non-stop since.
And it looks like over here we've got Namilo going for Kaio's capital to keep Kaio busy, but unfortunately it's the same exact situation. All those militia in a tower and a lookout, you know, it's just too tough to really make something happen. Kaio's gone down to help support Inca, but it's just far too late. The army is shattered. Inca's economy is kind of in shambles. Still with that's the problem with Despot, right? Like there's just very few things you can do once you're stuck at 100 economy and no extra economy.
That's what you gotta do. Really what you can do. Yeah, or raise buildings. You double under for that.
Yeah.
But, he doesn't seem to be doing much right now with that.
Some awkward micro coming from Namilo. These horses are just running through, dying because of that tower, that annoying tower that Kyle put up early in the game. You know, it's really paying dividends this entire game.
Yeah, with my limited Spanish, I see Purple has just told Inca that Romans doesn't have much defense here, so making the big switch, which I guess is a little easier than your two towers.
Yeah, and Kyle says it's easier to kill the Japanese player. The Romans are better defenders.
Oh, that's what he said. Okay, I thought the opposite. Yeah.
No, it's all good. I trusted my limited Spanish abilities. But anyways, it looks like Inca's brought up a bunch of siege, and let's compare the army sizes. We've got 4 archers, 6 heavy infantry for Namilo versus 5 archers, 2 heavy infantry, 2 heavy cavalry for Kaio. But they are unupgraded, so it looks like in a straight up fight Kaio would probably lose. But then again, Kaio's also got Inca here to support with some cavalry. We'll have to see. And so Pear's here with an ambush. Good play, Pear. And we'll have to see what happens.
Pear. Ambush.
Again, sniping the sieges.
GG is coming here.
And it looks like Namilo's coming with the large army. Gonna try and sandwich Kaio, but fortunately or unfortunately, Inca's just gonna run in and lose all the cavalry to the heavy infantry. Some nice garrison micro coming from Kaio. And unfortunately, these archers are just not upgraded. They just don't do as much damage as their classical age counterparts.
This looks like it's pretty much over here, because if you look at Namilo's knowledge...
Yeah, 105 knowledge.
Yep, that's quite the
even
knowledge.
Even though you have 40, you still have gathered over 300 in knowledge, so you're going to be able to age at some point. Not too far away. If you look at Inca, just nowhere near aging at all.
Yep, and Kaio says to their ally GG, you know, which it seems about right. It's just they're far too behind. They're just too far behind. The early rush didn't quite work, and you know now Kaio's gonna lose the city and he's gonna lose the economy.
I mean, even though Kaio's got a pretty big army, Inca basically has no army at this point. So it's just I don't see how. Yeah, and then you guys are gonna age any minute, so that spot.
Yep.
You just hack down these barracks. And I was kind of, guys, your guys' scouting wasn't all that great there.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, not much defense for that. It's just not the best scouting, unfortunately.
Your defense, it was you were on your, it was pretty much action from the beginning. Looks like Namilla's aging now.
Here, what's up with this border push down? I mean, it's a crazy difference. Do you guys have gems or something? I can't see it.
I researched religion on the temple.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's +2, I think.
Yeah, and Namillo has Civic 2, whereas, well, it looks like Kaio does not have a temple on the capital. So we'll see. It looks like Inca's trying to make some army, trying to support Kaio, but not sure how that's going to work out. You know, these armies are quite large already, and they're both backed by senator incomes rather than. Yeah.
And it looks like mostly the infantry, and those aren't going to do a whole lot.
Yep.
Definitely an aggressive unit. Especially Melo's got 8 archers.
Yeah, and Inca says to Kaio in the chat, in the past we had better rares before the drop, and now I don't have any food rares, which, you know, I agree, but it's unfortunate that the drop happened.
Inca also, you went for the gusto and you didn't do the gusto, so don't blame the damn food.
Yeah.
That's my believe me, I feel him. I've been there before, but you got to know the play. If you're gonna do someone middle 2 first, you have to get a sack. Even if it's just the off city, you get food off that sack at least. Yep. He didn't get any sack at all. That slowed him down, and then he gave up 2 of his sieges. Nothing. So
yeah, and I think that he had a lot of knights in the initial force. You know, he used a lot of wealth there. I mean, you could probably bounce back if it was just light cavalry or something, but the knowledge income isn't there, you know.
Yeah. And now it looks like Namillo's aged, and this game looks very far out of Lat's grasp.
Yeah,
this looks like the final stand here.
Kaio's throwing down a fortress, which, I mean, sure, that's helpful, but, you know, it's not solving the problems in the long term.
And and then Roman army's all upgraded. Once that's all upgraded, you're gonna get the sack. It's pretty easy.
Yep.
Have a pretty big
And it looks like Pear is pretty close to aging as well. Only needs 70 more food and knowledge.
Pear, you're building a 3rd tower behind your capital.
Well, you know, it never hurts to be safe. I don't think it's quite coming up for me yet. I'm at 2317, but yeah,
oh,
we'll
okay,
see
sure.
soon.
I'm like a whole minute.
No worries. It looks like both
he's tower scamming. He's being a noob.
Yeah. Towers against Turks, right? Easy game.
You're safe than sorry. I understand.
Yeah. And it looks like Namillo's going for a charge, and Kaio's army is just not. It's the age difference is gonna hurt, even though there is a fortress there. Looks like Namillo's poking, but Pear's gone for an ambush.
And Pear loves that ambush. It's pretty like Surge, baby Surge over here. Stop ambush.
Yeah, but it looks like Pear's gonna catch Inca's army regardless, or maybe they're just gonna skirmish. Inca's got a decent army, surprisingly. I think, you know, it's
all heavy infantry.
Yeah, which is not gonna really last, and there's also a good amount of decoys in there. Looks like Pear's gonna gather up the troops for a final charge, and it's gonna skirmish again. With Inca. looks like Kaio is telling Inca to back off, which I would agree with, but Inca's not just running in, gonna get all those heavy infantry slaughtered. And it looks like this is the final battle.
Yeah, it's the last stand. So...
Kaio's trying to snipe some of these sieges, but yeah, it's not stopping their problems, unfortunately. Kaio's gonna try and use the militia. I mean, well, Para and Inca are still skirmishing on the bottom.
And I think that's a wrap.
Yeah, and Inca calls GG.
Go to the stats?
Yeah, let's do it. GG. Alright, game stats. So yeah, it really looked like the lack of going Civ 1 for Inca really hurt in the long run. That's good military.
Yeah. Lack of food, the whole thing was just a bad spot for him.
Yeah, definitely.
Look at Para with the kills.
Yeah. I did kill a bunch of those. I did kill Inca's army a couple times, so you know, with all the militia and stuff. So, but,
overall, pretty good. It was really more of just Inca kind of blundering.
Yeah.
You guys are really playing well, to be honest, but
yeah.
you did what you had to do.
Yep.
So when they expose themselves, to go for the kill, and that's what you did. So for that.
Yep. And Pear, as I expected, was had the highest APM. I know I do a lot of spamming when I play. So, anyways. All right, so that's gonna be 1-0 to
yes.
AS. Yep, I'm gonna adjust that on the scoreboard really quickly. All right.
Right into game 2 here.
Yeah, let's do it.
You guys just say when, I'm ready.
Alright, AS versus Lat 1, game 2.
It's AS, not AL nuts.
Yep. We're gonna be casting that, are we casting that today?
If you have time, we can just keep going.
We'll
I mean, I don't know how long.
I mean, I have something after that I need to run to, so maybe like, well, actually, I don't know. You're probably gonna be asleep then, so I don't know. Well, we'll talk about it after this stream. Anyways,
let's finish this one and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah, game 2. So, okay, so I'm at 1 second. Are you guys ready?
You ready?
Nuts.
Whatever, he'll catch up. Let's go.
Okay.
Ready?
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So here we had a bit of a player change. We looks like Namillo is swapped out for Sheer. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have much to say about this. Sheer wanted to play, and Namillo offered to switch. I also offered to switch, but you know, whatever.
Sheer's a better player anyway, so it's an upgrade. And Namillo played great last game, so it's nothing against him, but Sheer is probably better overall. upgrade
Well,
for sure.
let's take a look at the nations here. So because it's 2v2, we ended up doing tier 2 and tier 3 for this game. So we've got Sheer on Koreans, olddirtyh on Americans, Inca on Nubians, and Kaio on Chinese. How do you feel about these picks?
It's Chinese, the big cities, you get the instant villagers and merchants, so you can actually be kind of fast with them.
I like this Chinese because Chinese Nubian combo because there's a lot of rares, and with China you get instantly you have a lot more territory, so you have better chance of getting those double resources from the rares.
Yeah, that's a good thing to point out. Nice. Yeah, honestly, I was a bit surprised. I personally feel that Chinese are not among the stronger of the nations in the third tier, but everybody has their own play style, and everybody has the nations that they're comfortable with. So,
China correctly is a very good nation, especially when you get into medieval and you get those light infantry, those gunpowder light infantry.
Yeah.
They're pretty nice. They have great range. So the instant villagers, you can really spam out some militia if you need to defend. That's nice. But on the other side, with the Americans and Koreans, again, Americans are great. You can huge army going, the economy's going, free government's always great. And then the Koreans, all around it as well. Great defensive. You can tower rush, get the free militia upgrades. Everyone knows the deal with Koreans, so they're free citizens.
Yeah,
Right.
and those free villagers you get with every city, they really make the Civ 2 worth it, early on. So you can actually be really fast with Koreans as well.
Yeah, exactly.
If you calculate how much those extra 5 villagers cost, it makes up almost for the Civ 2.
Yeah, definitely. It's quite powerful. Definitely a good nation ability. All right, let's take
Looking
a
up
quick...
top here at the Napata, they have silver right there at the cap, so that's a huge.
Peacocks and silver, 2 wealth rares that are pretty good. That's kind of like what the Nubian player really wants. Maybe they ask for like a bison or a cotton or something, but aside from that, I'm not sure you can ask for much more.
And I have 40 gold in the first 3 minutes of the game. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the other rares too. They've got tobacco in the center.
We got looks like elk and amber in the top left. That's furs.
Oh
That's
yeah, that's
pretty good.
quite the pile of rares there.
Yeah, and it looks like if purple sees those, it would almost make sense to build a city back just to cover all 3 of those.
Yeah, make them safe. Yeah. Although
there's a big mountain in the middle.
Yeah, this is Amazon rainforest, and it's really important to make sure you have enough metal, and also deny your opponents the metal that they may need. So maybe purple will want to sit forward. We'll see.
Yeah, there's a big mountain in the middle, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a quick look at the ruins here. It's because it's 3 minutes 30 seconds. And we've got Sheer and olddirtyh both leading in ruins by nearly 75 or 100 ruins bonuses. That's going to make a big difference in terms of speed of each player, Let's take a look at the scouting. I want to see that. Let's see. So they've got alright scouting, not the best for the lat side compared to...
Yeah, they don't really know about stuff.
Yeah. Amazon's a tough map to scout again because all of the obstacles, the natural obstacles. So,
terrain's,
yeah.
There is a ton of ruins, so it's great to scout this map. So long.
Looks like people's libraries are going up. Aside from Inca, who's somehow letting more than 100 wealth float in the bank there. That's, as a Nubians player, what you want to do early on is you want to buy things with your wealth to make your start faster, and then later on the wealth is really going to help you. Alright. It looks like Pear has gotten Commerce 1 and has already put down a market, whereas the other players are just going for Commerce 1 now, I believe. Yep.
Everyone else come on.
Let's take a quick look at the rares on the AS side. So they've got Cotton in the bottom left, Horses which can be contested, Marble and Spice weirdly right next to each other. Citrus. They've got Diamonds and Salt in the back, which are both excellent rares, especially for the Americans player. And they've got Papyrus and Bison and Lion. And then there's Wool in the middle of nowhere. How do you feel? Who do you feel the rares favor in this game?
I would say if that finds them all, prefers over Peacocks, maybe Horses. Can hold that. I would probably give the edge to them.
Yeah, definitely.
All you guys really have is Silver, Pappy, and Wine's decent too.
Well, wait, for AS you mean? There's Salt and Diamonds in the back.
That's what I said. So that's probably your best two rares.
Yep.
Besides, Bison Cotton's good, Wine's good.
Yeah, I mean,
Horse is great.
in the long run, I think AS has the better rares because they also have. I mean, they have like 4 knowledge rares or something compared to Lat that has 0 almost. I think.
Spice, Wine, Pappy, something else. I think you're right. 4. I'm not sure. Oh,
I think Lat only has tobacco, pretty much. That gives them knowledge.
Yeah.
Spice 2 has knowledge.
Yep. Oh, what's this here? Oh, I missed. They have sugar in the center. That's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but that's important. It's definitely good for the Nubians player. Nubians player has actually gone for science before civic, which is interesting. And it looks like
the sugar's in a bad spot. It could be disputed pretty easy.
Yeah, and it looks like Pear has gotten a good city placement, if I do say so myself. Taking control of that mountain. I'm surprised that Kaio has not gone for over here, trying to contest the mountain more, but we'll see.
I guess he just took the other mountain to the east of him.
Yeah, perhaps. Or maybe trying to get horses.
Yeah.
Looks like there's little aggression coming out so far. Everybody's just going for commerce then civic, or in the case of Inca, commerce, science then civic. Alright, I'm at 7 minutes, 7 seconds, and Pear is going for mill 1.
Okay.
Let's see what happens with that. Let's see how many rares the Nubians player has. Currently only 3. We've got Sugar, Peacocks, and Silver.
Looks like China's also going mill 1. If you're there yet.
They haven't clicked up for me quite yet, but yeah, I mean, I imagine they
I'll
will
pause
soon.
it. They're pause soon. I'm at 7:30.
Okay, I just got to 7:30. Yep,
Yeah.
and they just clicked on mill 1 now. And Pear's gotten the barracks. Barracks is building now. As the Americans player, you really want to pump out troops to get that income nice and high. And Pear's also using Salt in the back. Salt is a great combination with Americans. Because you really want to build majority barracks troops as the Americans player, and Salt makes all your barracks troops way cheaper.
And Cotton's great too, but you guys have the great coupling with Salt to get the faster production of the troops, along with cheap troops.
Well, there's a tower coming up now by KO.
Yep.
Right next to New York here.
I see that. Pear's pulling the citizens.
Yeah, I see it.
It's probably not going to happen. Yeah, and Kyle can't
They
take the
stopped.
tower.
Yeah.
Looks like Sheer is doing the old 5 infantry raid on this merchant here, the sugar merchant, and also Inca's skipped mill 1 and has gone for classical age, and that looks like Colossus money to me.
Yeah.
Colossus is one they know is really effective if you're the Americans player, especially considering you can just auto build it. So you know it's probably a good idea of Inca to just slap it down immediately, not deny it from the Americans player.
We got racks coming from Khan here.
Yep, making use of that mill one.
We'll see him go up and harass some more of these Nubian rares.
So it looks like the Lat team has not scouted that pile of rares in the back in the left corner. They've not scouted there at all, in fact.
And that definitely hurts because those are some of the better rares.
Yep. Well, let's compare it to the AS scouting. It seems like they've seen the furs and the silk, but not the other one in that corner. And they don't see Pappy either, right? Yeah, they don't see Pappy either.
And that's in your territory.
Yep, can be outpost scouted. Nice tower coming up from Kaio here. This is a nice place to put it because it's a pretty vulnerable place and probably some place that Sheer will use for rotations at some point. And so it's good to have a tower there to protect that tobacco right in the center.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who gets the Civ there first, because I mean it could be easily denied by Khan here later on, or just by a temple,
Yeah,
you know.
that's true.
So, but it would be a nice place for a Civ by a Chinese city there as well.
Yep, really try to deny some more of that mountain. And here we see Kaio doing the nice old harass with archers technique. I remember being pretty irritated that this was happening. I had to bring my archer back. Alright, so Para's aged and Khan is aging. Kaio is not. Let's see if Kaio's close. Kaio's kind of close. Only 90 food income. Wish it was, a little higher, but that's alright. Kaio's not using silk, though. Or not silk, silver, I mean.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's not intention. Only using horses and tobacco, I think.
Yep. And looks like the Colossus is going to be finished, and let's see what comes out of Inca here. Inca's gone for Republic, which is obviously a great choice with Colossus. Still doesn't have Mill 1. And I think it looks like Sheer is also content to let Inca boom a little bit because it's a little far away to raid and there's not that many units.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
I see you guys trying to raid at the back as well, with hoplites by Pair and the militia by Khan.
Yep.
But not much to do there. I mean, they haven't scouted it really. But you guys get some ruins bonus.
Yeah, I guess.
There's a couple ruins chilling.
One of the unique strategies as a Koreans player, as you may know, is sending a single citizen to the back and using a militia to raid. Because obviously citizens don't have that much damage, but the militia does have quite a bit of damage. And as the Koreans, you get that free upgrade, which is excellent.
Can you bribe militia actually?
You can,
bribe
but only on your territory. So
yeah.
Nice tower from.
That's another tactic. If you hurry up and switch back to villager, you can't be bribed. You can be bribed in militia.
I see Khan just went for the ruin right before he was gonna go get raid silver with the militia there.
Nice, and it looks like this is gonna be. Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, grabbing that ruin. Nice. I'm at 1148, and Khan has just finished researching Civic 2, and is putting down that city right now on top of Sugar, which is an excellent choice. In fact, the AS team has not scouted that tobacco plus tower combination. And some sketchy micro from Pear once again. Almost going to lose this archer. Looks like this militia by Sheer is going uncontested yet. The citizens are getting pulled, but they don't have
no weapons.
Militia, yeah.
The militia raid.
Looks like Kaio's also gone for Civic 2. You know, really pushing that territory on Pear, who has built now 2 barracks. And Sheer is going for Mill 2 now. And might deny the city? We're not sure. Oh, well, probably not. Okay.
It's only archers.
Yeah. Looks like Sheer ended up being able to kill one of the merchants, and this is a good point for some of you not super duper advanced players. When you're raiding a rare like this, where it's in one opponent's territory but very far from the other one, you want to raid the one that is farthest from it, because then their merchant has to walk the longest to get back there. Obviously, exempting like specific circumstances, like raiding silver when somebody's about to age. It looks like we have a siege factory from Ether Pair. Let's see how much military Kaio has. Building a stable. Doesn't have Mill 2 quite yet. Doesn't even have government. Interesting.
Oh.
And it looks like Shear's also got some aggression on his mind, going for the Flaming Arrow, the unique Korean siege. And this is a point I sometimes point out. You know, even though this catapult this it has the same stats on paper as the catapult, in fact it's actually, it does more damage against buildings, like percentage-based damage. That's one of the things that Rise of Nations hides. Here we see a skirmish from Ether Pair and Kaio in front of the city. The city's beginning to get sieged down, and Pair's thrown up Hanging Gardens. How do you feel about this decision?
You know, Pair's going for the kind of a boom here. You can get to Colossus, so Gardens is a good substitute.
It looks like
Again,
Shear's...
here, if we could...
What?
Sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead.
If we compare the knowledge again, I mean, like, Khan here is at plus 50 and Inca for 45, but the difference between you and KO is pretty big, 135 to 35. And you're sieging, so it's a pretty tough spot for them.
Yeah. And these trades with these archers, I have more archers, and they're about to get upgraded into the classical age archers, so it's going to be harder and harder for Kaio to skirmish like this.
He does have the advantage of the Chinese city for defense. It takes you a long time to really wear that thing down.
That's true, that's true.
And he can just pump out militia already.
Yep.
12 potential militia ready to go. He's got good food. He could pump out another 6 or 7 pro fast.
Yep.
Be okay. Not sure why he's put a tower up behind.
Yeah.
He's got the temple and the lookout. The tower would be the deal there.
Just notice
like...
you guys haven't scouted Pappy. That hurts a little bit.
Yeah, it really does. The other team has, but we have not. This is a message for some. It's a tip that you should do if you're familiar, if you're good with the basics of the Nomad, anyways. If you have 60 wood in the ancient or classical age, what you should do is you should build a lookout, but don't place it, and move it around in different spots. It's called lookout scouting. And if it says like blocked by an unseen object, then there's either a ruin or a rare, and it only works in your territory.
CK got a bribe off over here, but lost the senator.
He got one archer for it.
Yeah, I'm always unsure if that's I don't feel like that's worth it. You really.
I usually do it if I get a heavy cavalry out of it. Maybe I'll go for it.
Yeah.
100 wealth is a lot.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, especially early on, you know.
That's huge. I agree. Let's look at the wealth real quick.
On Khan sending some heavy night raids into Inca.
Look at that Nubian wealth, 138. That's pretty solid. It's by far got the most.
Yeah, I'm at 16 minutes.
Oh, sorry, I'm a little ahead.
No worries.
On the dot?
I'm at 16:07 though.
I feel like there's something going on here where we keep speeding up.
Yeah,
That's because he's streaming, so it's a little bit slower, I think.
Ah, okay, I see.
yeah, my frames per second are dropping for some reason. I don't know why. Apologies, folks, if there's any lag in the chat. Although I haven't seen any complaints as of yet. Looks like Khan's gonna begin putting pressure on that side, and the tower with tobacco is also burning because of attrition damage.
You got the temple up. He needs a religion upgrade. I'll be able to save it.
Yeah. Get another skirmish. Yeah, having like. I remember playing this game like the micro of just moving the archers back and forth, making sure I don't lose my heavy cavalry or phalanx. Like that was pretty APM intensive at least.
It's like Khan's gonna take out the peacocks. Heavy night raid. The cataphract, I'm sorry.
What time are we on pair now?
I'm at 1712.
Alright.
Yep.
Looks like he's gonna try and come raid this silver as well.
Yeah, and that's gonna hurt, especially considering how close Inca is to aging. Only needs a little bit more food, 100 more food, but well, maybe.
Looks like that tower is gonna save it.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, there would have been a
Nubian,
card trade otherwise.
Yeah, the Nubian buffed merchants, they have more health, is really useful. Sheer says in the chat, missed Pappy. I've been basically sleeping that game. The humanity. Well, Sheer, in your defense, you seem to be focused on other things like raiding, which are pretty useful anyways, so.
It looks like Terra and Inca are first age here.
Yep, checking up. That Hanging Garden's really helping. Terra chose to go for Commerce 2 in Classical Age. That's something that I don't see players do enough. And here we see an ambush also. Decent ambush, gets some archers, deals some solid damage. That's something I don't see too often. Players on land maps going for Commerce 2. If you have extra knowledge and you need the resource income, it can be good to go for Commerce 2, and you don't have the food to age, I mean. You know, it's the same reason why a lot of players go for Science 2 in Classical Age, right? It's like sometimes you just have the extra wealth, but you don't have the food, but you do have the extra knowledge, so, you know. Looks like Inca and Pair have both aged, Sheer's aging, and Kaio's kind of close. Can click on the button with silver being obviously very useful. But it's chosen, let's see. Yep, it's clicked on the age button now. Looks like Pair is going for a charge at the bottom. Whereas the top looks like a stalemate.
That was a big battle here.
Yeah.
Militia.
Looks like Pair's got the bigger army.
Yeah. This is not the greatest engagement for me. I think like I think like the baiting here is good. Like Kaio's forced to drag the militia, and also Inca's coming with support. I think that's why I retreated, if I remember correctly.
Makes sense, like a feigned retreat.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you got quite a few villagers there. I mean, as long as the second somebody pulls militia, I feel like it's already worth it, you know, if you just manage to get a couple of them.
Yeah, and the classical army against the medieval army, you know, it's quite good. Kaio's only just now aging. Yeah. And it looks like Inca's coming down to support, and I'm immediately retreating. Scratch that. Retreating is overrated. Sit there and fight. Nope, we're retreating. And let's see what Shear's doing on the other side now that Inca's gone. Shear's going for this small city, which should have been big, but you know, there's only 4 buildings here, so Shear's going to take advantage of that. Just take this city while Inca's gone. The city of Avelites or something.
Mm.
And Paris saved most of the army, so it worked out well. And Shear's doing a nice play here. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying Inca is forced to rotate back now because Shear's going to take that city if he does it.
Shear's doing a really nice play here. Splitting up the cavalry to raid. It's really going to mess with Inca's economy here. Even if one of these knights is just... Even if 2 of these knights are just standing there. But, you know, really nice play there.
Oh, that eco right now is really hurt.
Yep.
Plus 35, plus 50. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Inca's hurriedly building a fort at the back city because at Napata because, you know, obviously, I mean, I think it's a decent choice here. Inca really doesn't want to just die straight up or give away a cap sack, so, you know. It looks like Shear's retreating from that city, which is an alright decision, I guess. Well, we'll have to see. They're still pressing on this side. It looks like Inca's actually gone for an army raid here on Shear's units. This is one tactic that can work well, especially it's better in standard games, but it's still useful here. You know, just bring some of your army, kill a bunch of citizens, harass, force their army to go back.
Yeah, and he got a caravan down, and I feel like this is probably the best thing he could have done. I mean, because Shear can't really push that quick anymore. He has 2 castles defending his cities, and the damage he could do is done already. So
yeah, and also it looks like Inca's army is just not large. So
that can only really be used for raiding. So he's doing the right thing because he can't really have a real engagement with that army. I don't even think he has siege anywhere, does he?
yeah, I think it is more of a raiding party than an army.
yeah. Looks like Paris gone for Science 3 and has literacy with 2 full universities. That Hang Garden's really helping out.
Oh, but these archers just getting chased down now in the river and everything.
Yeah, it's quite... Yikes.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if any of them made them back. And Khan sieging here with 3 of these, what are they called?
Heavy
flaming arrows.
Yeah. I know, just flaming arrows. Khan hasn't upgraded them yet, I guess. It's gonna be tough getting through that city, you know, two towers, a lookout, and a fortress, and some military buildings, but, you know, I guess there's no time better than now to start the siege.
Yeah.
Paris gradually sieging on this side. I remember at this point in time I was pop capped 1, yeah, and 2 I was focusing on economy because I knew Kyle was behind the tech. So. Only now getting science 2, whereas I've almost gotten mill 3. And it looks like Shear's also gone for mill 3 over commerce 2 or science 3.
I guess the armor upgrade. And...
yeah. Looks like Inca's got some spies, which are a nice play here, actually. Gonna bribe some of the sieges, but unfortunately, the sieges, I'm pretty sure, can just garrison. Oh, no. Looks like both the bribes went off without a hitch. Nice play by Inca there.
That's a kind of an underutilized unit, really, of inter players. Guys are just critical to have 1 or 2 in there. They can really help.
Yeah.
I think psychologically too. I mean, I think you get a notification every time you switch a bribe or something, and I've many times where I feel like there's just an army of spies and I'm about to lose the whole army, and I just go back because I get pissed off. I have no explorer.
Yeah, and also it forces you to run back, which gives your opponents more ability to hit shots. Here, Pear is taking a kind of sketchy engagement. There's like 4 knights, and Pear only has crossbowmen at this point. Not the best play on my part.
You're doing a good job with your siege and protecting your siege. Looks like he hasn't been able to disrupt that at all.
Yep.
As long as you're able to keep sieging, alright.
Sieger heading back, and Shear's throwing up Forbidden City. We still have not scouted Papyrus, unfortunately.
Eventually, maybe one of the miners will find us.
Maybe, yeah. But looking at, I'm close to aging. I need I have 195 knowledge income and some good food income. Eventually, I'll age soon, and that's probably when Kaio and Inca will have to do something by then to circumvent.
Yeah.
If you even look
at American monarch comes as a free monarch, it's just brutal.
Yeah.
You get that monarch so fast.
If you even look at the population, compare Inca to Shear population. Like Inca's got Colossus and his Nubians player with a bunch of rares. Shear is a Koreans player with way more rares. The 79 population to 59, is quite the difference. And now Paris going for a charge here. Looks like Kaio's army has fallen apart and has lost the city.
Matter of time.
Yeah.
Constant siege.
Looks like Shear snuck a merchant all the way around from the back to use silk and furs.
Well, that's a smart move.
Yeah. I think at some point I send a merchant to use furs.
Might as well. Uncontested.
Yep. Here we see a good raid going down by Inca. 1 unit, but the senator should not be here. Sometimes you really should delete the senator and just move it back. So I'm seeing some people in the chat ask what's the score. You can see, I believe you can see it on the screen unless I'm being mistaken. There's purple text.
This is kind of light, but you can see it up there.
Yeah. Alright, Inca's got Mill 3 coming. Shear is also got Mill 3. Does he have armor? Yes, he does.
Do you guys remember the raiding party of Inca? I see the last survivor here, along with the senator by diamonds.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, this is still a decent raid. I should have sent like at least 1 cavalry in it to go back and fight it off. But the senator should not be here. The senator should be at the front.
Yeah.
Admittedly, Inca's got a lot of time with all these fortifications, but you're not making any progress. And it looks like Pear is now aging.
And Khan's raids too, at this point it's just frustrating. You don't even have to micro so much. You just throw a knight in there and he just does some damage and you're still pushing forward,
Yep,
it's
definitely.
Just demoralizing.
Yeah. And Khan's doing a good job of continuously keeping Inca distracted, making sure Inca doesn't have the space to sit and boom for a while, because that's what you're supposed to do with Colossus. When you play with Colossus, you're just supposed to sit back, continue spamming villagers, farms, mines, quarter camps, markets, caravans, merchants, and really just get that economy up, and then after that you can start making a bunch of units, and you have no population, so, it's very powerful, but Shear's not giving him that chance, and, now just compare the again, compare the population. Sheer is 93 compared to 71.
I see you're building the Senate now to get that monarch.
Yep. Terra is aged, and I'm now teching up.
Oh shit, yeah.
Inca with that only 90 food income really needs more farms, especially considering Colossus player. And Sheer's got quite the large army, has gotten Science 3 with still not scouted Pappy. Unfortunate. Inca's got a decent raid here, getting some of these citizens, but you know, this army is still needed down here. Sheer's gonna siege the other city, while Pear is pushing forward with the upgraded army. And Kaio hasn't even got Column 2, he's just now researching Mill 3.
We're hitting top limit here.
Yep. Looks like Inca's rotating to try and save Kaio, which, I mean, it's probably the best choice you can make in a decision like this. Pear is, in fact, caught in a river right now, but there's just not enough army from Kaio to really make a difference.
I mean, if you can get the right attack, you get stuck on the river. They could do some damage, some force march and militia. They could wipe it out maybe, but
yeah. There's just not enough. There's not enough pikemen here because the heavy.
That's true. Yeah.
The heavy knights are just slaughtering the. But, you know, I'm a cautious player, so I am retreating here. Sieges are heading back. And it looks like Sheer's brought a couple light cavalry to support, which is a good idea. And Sheer's going again, just on the same city, just going ham. Because, you know, once you know the opponents are not, your opponent's not there. Still a good raid from Inca though, taking out a bunch of these citizens from Sheer. It's hurting a little bit, but Sheer's just ahead in tech, and also, you know, the American player has now got Monarch and is researching Mill 4.
I saw Inca just send a merchant to Silk, and you had your horse archer right there. It's
oh yeah.
Finally, when they get it, you know, it's already being raided.
Yeah. Thinking ahead of time, I decided to put a horse archer just constantly patrolling.
I mean, that's you should really scout. I mean, scout your like those your enemy rares at the back. And I mean, if you hope to find one rare at the end of the game where you see there's no merchants there, you can pretty much be certain you can use it, you know, and it won't get raided.
Yep. Looks like there's a small engagement here, but Sheer's gonna be able to clear it up pretty quick. Inca's got no army and very little eco. Losing that city a second time really hurt.
Yeah.
Kaio's finally got Science 3 and is now researching literacy. Looks like Kaio's sent a knight to finally raid in the back, killing my horse archer that was just sitting there.
And the GGs are called.
Yep, GG. Inca calls GG. Let's take a look at the game stats quickly.
Damn, red stars for pair all over.
Yay.
Pair of MVP again.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, Americans are definitely one of the most powerful boom nations, especially when given one of the wonders. You know, I think it was a good choice on Inca's part to get Colossus, but then it never really paid off. It felt like Inca was just like it did not have the economy to support Colossus' population.
That's really good. Sheer did a great job keeping pressure on him, constantly raiding, constantly annoying him. And then he took that city early, that middle city, slowed him a bit too.
Yep. Inca did do a good job. Got 4 bribes off in the game. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that is the game. That is the game and match for AS versus Lat Team 1.
All right, so far we've had nothing but sweeps.
Yep.
In those
Although
3 games,
we've had some really close games, but
Close games for sure, but just 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. We're going to get a 2-game series.
Yeah. Well then, thank you all for joining us on this cast today. We might be back later. We'll talk about that.
I mean, I'm available. Nuts will probably be out, but if you want to pair, we can.
Okay, well, we'll see. I need to check my own schedule. Thank you so much for watching. Please, again, let us know any feedback if you want and get your games in. We're looking forward to the rest of the games. Looking forward to the rest of the tournament.
And the next one we will cast will be, what is it, AL versus Lat 2?
Yeah, AL versus Lat 2. Yep.
On the agenda next. So if it's not tonight, it'll be
sometime tomorrow, maybe, yeah. Alright, anyways, thank you all. Have a good day.